Hey, what can I get for you? Yeah, can I get a chicken shawarma wrap, please? That'll be $6.50. I'll pay debit. Whoa, this is huge. Yeah, she's loaded. Thank you. Enjoy. Hey, can I get a shawarma wrap, please? $6.75. Thank you. Have a good one. Chicken wrap, please. $7.50. Thank you. Yep. Hey, the usual. Chicken wrap. $9.75. $9.75? Hey, it is what it is. Have they always been this size? Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the renewal. Please be sure to like the video, share, and subscribe to the channel. Nowadays, do assume you're paying more to receive less because you are. In 2025, many consumers are paying higher prices for goods and services while receiving smaller quantities or reduced quality. And the term shrinkflation is what these TikTokers are calling it. This shrinkflation has been causing public frustration. Let's get into it.
Inflation wouldn't be so bad if quality went up with it. I mean, just think about it. Prices went up. Standards, quality, customer service, everything went down. Like, how do you expect me to pay more and the products that I'm paying for have depreciated in value? The stores be run down, dirty, just dirty and nasty. I was paying less when the store was brand new. Now the store old. It done had 15 managers. Behind the dang seats ain't been clean since the store opened.
At this point, we are paying more and getting less for every damn thing. These companies are trying their best to shit us over. I was just making a video the other day about Hot Pockets and how they ain't shit, and somebody told me to try pizza rolls. I'm like, you know what? I ain't had some in years. I had some pepperoni pizza rolls. It wasn't nothing but sauce in there. So now
we all know we're gonna have to pay more for everything, right? Like, not just the tariffed goods. We know we're gonna have to pay more for the tariff goods, but you don't think the corporate greedies are gonna take advantage of this? And like, companies are gonna say, oh my God, everybody's gotta pay more. We can charge more. We can make a lot more money because it'll be like, you know, competitive in the market. Everybody's raising their prices. We're gonna have to pay more for everything. Even stuff made in America because of the greedies. And since they kind of dismantled the Consumer Protection Bureau, like the agency in the government, like, who's gonna look into it? Who's gonna look into like the price gouging, the price fixing, like bad buyers? Like, this is where we're at.
Major corporations are gaslighting us, trying to make us believe that what we are seeing is not real, that shrinkflation is not a real thing, or what some people call it, a stealth price rise. Shrinkflation is very real, and this is not the only company who has done it. By the way, their reasoning behind making the bottle look like this was not to change the prices. It was not to give you less. It was to make them more aerodynamic. Doritos used to be 9.75 ounces, 9.25 ounces now, same price. I think we all know cereal is doing it, and they've done it for a very long time. General Mills shrunk the family size boxes from 19.3 ounces to 18.1 ounces. That's like 10%. Cocoa Pebbles went from 20.5 to 19.5. Life cereal went from 24.8 to 22.3. Bounty changed the number of sheets that you get from 165 to 147. Just look. 52 fluid ounces. Used to be 59. And you know, these look the same. Do you know why that is? It's because they hollow out a thing so that the plastic is coming up on the bottom like that. So that it looks the same, so that you can't tell. Pringles, look at the difference. Look at that chip. Look at that chip. They had to change the packaging because the chips got smaller. And you know how the chips fit right in the thing. Not only that, but they start about here. Hang on, I'll show you a picture. Look. Great Value toilet paper reduced the number of sheets from 168 down to 120 and also changed the sheet size. This one is my favorite. They just like stop putting stuff there and just create like a blank space. Also, yeah, it's not just gum, it's not just food products, it's not just your laundry detergent and your chips and snacky things. Less inside Oreos, the stuffing, they're actually putting less stuffing in. Look at this, look at what they do with the packaging. They put like a cookie shaped piece of plastic there so that they only have 2 there instead of 3 to give you less.
Are some of the craziest examples of shrinkflation. Ice cream bars not filling up the ice cream all the way. Mint Nights putting way more space in between their chocolates. Girl Scout cookies gradually getting smaller over the years. Cadbury chocolate putting now bigger on their packaging, but it's actually the same exact size. Pringles chips are now getting smaller. The packaging makes it look like it's one big loaf, but it's actually 2 smaller pieces. Oreo reducing the amount of cream they put in their cookies. Nerf darts having a lot of extra space in their packaging that's just empty. Trader Joe's stopped filling up their sandwich cookies all the way. This unopened cheese stick looks like it was cut in half. Packages of gum have started adding a thumb grip in order to not give you an extra piece. Here's another example. Toblerone began adding extra space in between their chocolate mountains. Someone opened up their Lunchables and this was how much cheese was in there. Ramen noodles slightly decreasing the size of their flavor packets. Super glue bottles have an empty shell that takes up nearly half of the amount. Crayola has began selling half-size color pencils instead of the full one. The packaging on the Colgate toothpaste is extremely misleading. The dent size for Gatorade bottles has gotten way bigger. Klondike bars have literally no chocolate on the outer shell. Doritos bags used to be 9.75 ounces, now they're 9.25 ounces. Burger
5 chips!
Living in America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth. And they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. I mean, even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up. Except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave. Taxed, drained, and blamed every step of the way. If you feel it too, you're not crazy. You're just living in America in 2025. And it's fucking brutal.
Let me show you guys what shrinkflation looks like. So I just went to Burger King and got a Whopper Jr. with cheese. Why does this thing look like a slider? Like, they really raise the prices and then shrink the dimensions of the product and think we're not going to notice. Let me let you take a look at what this looks like. Look how small that is. Compared to my hand, look how small that is. It's at least a good 10 to 15% smaller than it usually was. Like, this is getting ridiculous. And they're finding any means possible to get more money out of us and to keep their profit margins. Just greedy.
At what point are we just going to be living amongst junk? Because if every single company is shrinkflating their products and making their products crappier, at one point, all we're going to have is crappy product and nothing we have is ever going to build to last ever again. Because why did my absolute favorite floss? There's one thing I'm obsessed with in this world is flossing, specifically the Oral-B Cool Mint. They changed their fucking formula of their floss. This is a crappy piece of floss now. It used to be like the best floss. I was so ride or die this specific floss. But just like everything else, they're shrinkflating and they're changing and they're making their product crappier. At what point is everything just going to be crap? At what point are we going to be living amongst like fake things because nothing is built to last anymore and nothing is built with quality? And like, how rich do these CEOs need to get? That's what I can't fathom. How much money are you personally saving, CEO of Oral-B? How much money are you personally saving by doing this to your floss? Because you've ruining my day and every other day, and now I have to go find a new floss I like because you want to save a fraction of a penny on some floss. I'm so sick of it here.
Okay, so it was already small. The filet-o-fish has shrunk by, I'd say, 20%. It is comically small. I know my hands are large, but that's ridiculous.
Surely
Okay.
no one will be surprised by this, but shrinkflation has claimed another victim. And if you don't know what shrinkflation is, it's basically where companies are charging you more for less product. So they're making the size of whatever it is smaller, but increasing the price. And let me show you a prime example. This is my beloved lavender and vanilla hand sanitizer from Bath & Body Works. If you can see on here, it is 3 fluid ounces, and it was originally $6.50, but they're always on sale for 3 for $10. All right, so 3 ounces for let's say $3.33, because that's about probably what I paid. Yesterday, I noticed that they opened a new Bath & Body Works right by my house, so I was like, why not just stop? Because I'm at like the very last drop. I have to open it and like pour it in order to get it out. It doesn't even spray. So I was like, I'll just get more. The last time I went, they were sold out. This is what they showed me. If you notice, we're going to put them side by side. This is 1 fluid ounce, and this is 3. And it's originally $3.95. So regular price, if we're comparing regular price, we're going to round to $4. And this was $6.50, and this is a third. This is 1 fluid ounce, this is 3. So it was 3 for $10. So I got the equivalent of one of these that I probably got 3 for $10 of this one. This equals one of these. So $10 of product is $3. Why?
This shrinkflation stuff is getting out of control, okay? If there's one thing in this world that I know, it's what a goddamn Big Mac looks like. Are you kidding me? Let's look at the bun to meat ratio. And it's just not a one-off problem. It's on the bottom one too. That is despicable. This is officially a call to arms. I can't do this anymore.
Now they think they slick. I have not been to McDonald's in a very long time, but this burger looks so tiny. This is great. This is Look how tiny that is, you guys. That's her face. You cannot tell me this is smaller. Now I know I have large hands, but I get them fish sandwiches. That's the only thing I'll eat from McDonald's. And I know that that size has shrunk. There ain't no way y'all could tell me that's the same bun size, same fish patty size. There's just no way. My hands ain't got larger. They've been big. We also went to Little Caesars, and my friend got the crazy bread, and the dipping sauce, the container of the marinara sauce was super tiny too. And I feel like a lot of companies are shrinking down their sizes and still charging an arm and a leg for their product.
Everyone talks about like shrinkflation. The Stouffer's family meals, this is my prime example of shrinkflation. This is a family size. This used to be the regular size. These used to be like those big, like 13 by 9, almost, like deep. The family size ones would be that big. And they were like $6. This tiny little thing, it's like the size of a Lunchable, was like $10.
Shrinkflation is actually going crazy right now, y'all, because why was this bag, it was full of air, and I obviously and wrongly assumed it was full of chips, and I poked a hole in the bag because I was like, hold on. When I picked it up, it was feeling kind of light. Do you see how there is about 50% of the chips in the bag? Can we even say 50% of the bag has chips? And then the deli has the nerve to be charging $2 whatever for it, at least $2, and it's it's not their fault. They didn't put the chips in the bag, but I'm like, Lay's,
That's really how we're gonna do this.